Let me tell you, this is what pisses me off about our leaders. That they sign these agreements or they push these payments to countries that are in the middle of war, that they secretly sign arms treaties and many other things that basically funneling money or censorship or situations that are going on as far as shipping, commerce, that they do it behind our backs without even telling us. That they'll when you look at these bills that they come through, when you have Pelosi sitting there and like, well, you got to pass it to find out what's in it. Bullshit. I want to read what you're putting in these bills. Sometimes when you hear these certain politicians and the ones that are actually doing their job, and they saying, "Oh, they canceled the bill. Oh, they're really bad." When you read it and you look down, and it says, but you snuck in this, and this is the reason why they didn't vote for it. But you know what's been going on in the United Kingdom right now? There is massive internet censorship that's going on there because they're putting all these verification laws to censor adult content. But actually, the true thing about this is that they're not trying to protect children. They're trying to curb free speech. And we've seen it already from the United Kingdom. You have people going to jail just for their beliefs. You had a man who basically refuses to teach about trans situations and stuff like that, and pronouns and stuff like that. He's going to jail for that. You had another person, two people that had been arrested for praying because they went to an abortion clinic and they were across the street from it, and they're just sitting there quietly praying. They weren't protesting, something like that. They're allowed to pray. What's wrong with that? But see, they think that is harmful. But here's something that basically harms our Constitution. U.S. UK signs joint agreement to regulate internet harms. What do they mean by that? What do they mean on that? So let's read into this, and it's from Gustavo Turner, we know from XBiz, who on occasion I agree and sometimes I disagree with some of his articles. This one is a doozy. The US and the UK have signed a joint agreement to coordinate efforts to regulate internet content, including adult content. First thing off the bat, like I always said, what do you mean by adult content? Do you know the definition of adult content? It's content of the media origin, whether it's video, TV, newspaper, books, comic books that are made for over the age of 18. This is what they want to curb. Let's continue. In order to advance stronger protections for children. Oh, the children. Protect the children. You've seen my videos this week about that.
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
Failures of ACS. Failures over Roosevelt Avenue in Queens. Times Square. Tren de Agua migrant babyface gangs. We've had multiple videos on this. According to the statement, since the UK and the US share fundamental values, not anymore, a commitment to democracy, not anymore, and human rights, not anymore, including privacy and freedom of expression, the countries intend to establish a joint children's online safety working group. To make the internet safer for children, the statement notes the two nations will aim to ensure all users have the skills and resources they need to make safe and informed choices online and advance stronger protection for children. No, that's not what it's for. It's for censorship. It's up to the parents to decide what their kids can and cannot watch, or what they can look on the internet. There are devices built into the computer itself. Your antivirus programs have that way of blocking out certain websites. Free, mind you, free. Just got to learn how to use them. Although the UK is a constitutional monarchy, not anymore, with no written constitution, no absolute free speech, legal tradition, or anything like the First Amendment jurisprudence, but we do in the United States, and in an unelected chamber of aristocrats in their parliament, the agreement and the UK government statement contend that the US and UK rights and practices can be considered compatible. No, it isn't. In order to enforce internet regulations of materials either both governments consider harmful to children. In other words, they want to get rid of Section 230 in the US, and they're going to use the United Kingdom to do it. The UK government statement declares the online platform, including social media companies, have a moral responsibility to respect human rights and put in place additional protections for children's safety and privacy, and that age-appropriate safeguards, including protections from content and interactions that harm children's health and safety, are vital to achieve this goal. Among the content considered harmful, the UK government lists sexual exploitation and abuse, and content that is abuse, including technology facilitated gender-based violence. In other words, we can't talk about trans. We can't talk about trans. That's what they're talking about. They're putting down women and saying, well, trans athletes in sports and this like that. They say that we can't. Women should have the same rights as trans athletes. When did that become it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. As Expis reported, according to several anti-porn crusaders consulted by the UK, saying you notice they went to the radicals on this government during the drafting of the Online Safety Act and the review of pornographic laws currently underway and led by Baroness Burton. However, all adult content would fall in either or both of these categories. By signing the joint agreement, the U.S. appears to endorse the UK's controversial Online Safety Act, which mandates age verification. The OSA is mentioned by the UK government's statement in agreement, specifically noting that the platform must use high, effective, privacy-preserving age assurance technology to prevent children from encountering the most harmful content, including pornography. They say pornography, but they also mean other things too, which includes violent pornography and content which encourages or promotes suicide. Age verification of adult content has repeatedly been struck down as unconstitutional by U.S. courts. The issue is currently being reviewed by the Supreme Court this month in the landmark case Free Speech Coalition versus Paxton, which has not yet been decided. That look like it is headed toward basically it's being struck down as well. U.S. domestic legislative proposal to the OSA is the Kids Online Safety Act, CASA, which is another issue, which is currently stuck in Congress after failing to move forward following several years of debate because of serious constitutionality and privacy concerns. And that's correct. All these issues we bring up, people say, well, it's a pornography. That's where they want to get rid of the pornography. No, it is not. They're using pornography as a red herring. Look at the groups that are trying to push this. NOSC is one of the major ones on there. NOSC, a.k.a. Morality in Media. These are the same people that have attacked comedy, such as George Carlin. They've gone after publications like Sports Illustrated and Cosmopolitan, which they've won those. They've removed those from the front of Walmart's registers. What's wrong with Sports Illustrated? Especially the bikini edition. There's no nudity. It's a bikini cover. That's all. There are plenty of covers of like that on many magazines, newspapers, throughout the U.S. What was wrong with Cosmopolitan? Oh, it discussed women's issues. Yes, some of it's sex, but it's still women's issues. See how they don't like situations when it concerns about the woman. But yet they're okay with the guys. They're okay with, men being on the cover of certain magazines, half naked, to the situation. But when it comes to women, it is just, a disgrace. It's demoralizing to the situation. But when it comes to the guys, it's not a problem. Always remember that. Always put that in your mind. And the thing about it is, again, adult content. This is not a pornography situation. This is a censorship situation. You have one group in the United Kingdom that's running the whole show when it comes to that. They've already censored a lot in the United Kingdom. Yeah, that's right. They've censored a lot already there. But this is the thing that they've been doing for quite some time. And this is not only in the US, the UK. You're seeing this out of France. You're seeing it out of Germany. You're seeing it in many different countries. This is a coordinated effort by a small group of people. Spearheaded by religious radical groups and the World Economic Forum. Yeah, I said it. This is these groups that they just sit there. They want to dictate what's going on. They want to get rid of porn. They want to get rid of the anime. They want to get rid of the manga. They want to get rid of the horror films, the action films. They don't want you. Let's put it this way: if you ever saw the movie Equilibrium and the things that happened there, look what happened in that movie. That basically they removed any, how can I put it, expression of artistic expression. That's what they were purging from people. They would burn books, art, everything that basically, they don't want people to have. This was a destructive way of controlling the population. And then they used a drug. Then they used a drug to control the people. Gee, what drug do they have out recently? Oh yeah, marijuana. Yeah. Think about that for a minute. Think about now that basically you have the vice president saying, well, telling minorities, I'll get you money and also I'll get you cannabis legalized.
Rapid progress to where humans learn to control their military with drugs.
See, those are the dangers. Those are the things that when people say that to you, that alarm bells should ring off. And it's the same thing when they tell you, let's protect the children. We had a video this week about how the failure of child services here in New York. How a 4-year-old child, malnourished, freezing, died because his parents didn't want to feed him. And what does our illustrious leaders say? Well, we need to do more for the parents. What about the children? These were abusive parents. We knew that they were abusive. The neighbors told you they were abusive. ACS was sitting there and says, well, we didn't see anything there. Did you actually go to that place? Because I'll tell you, if they went to that apartment and noticed a emaciated child, 4-year-old child, you would have been out. You would have grabbed him and all the kids and got them out of there quick. But these are the issues that are going on. These are the issues. They don't care about children. Note that. And comment. Let me know your thoughts about this. Don't forget to hit that like, share this video, and hopefully today's the day I've earned your subscription. This is an important issue, and I keep saying this. These age verifications, these Online Safety Act bills, they need to go. And now that they're teaming up with the United Kingdom, and you see what's going on in the United Kingdom as far as freedoms, say the wrong thing and they arrest you immediately. Say something on Twitter or Facebook, the police come knocking on your door. Governor Hochul here in New York is trying to push something like that. She's already signed something into act. That I hope that someone out there is going to take this to the Supreme Court for its unconstitutionality. So once again, comment, like, share, subscribe, And we'll see you on the next video. Thank you for tuning in, and so long.